Yo guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel. I haven't done a video in ages, and to be honest with you, I haven't had a game that I liked as much as this in a little while. Now, obviously, I'm a millennial man. I like Pokemon. That's about as clear-cut as it gets. Pokemon Pocket came out recently, and I found myself playing a lot. I have been playing all the top decks, and what I've decided to do, because there's loads of content creators out there for Pokemon Pocket right now, but what I want to do is a real in-depth look at the top decks. Going to be looking at the decks in detail, how to build them, swaps you can make, and then we're going to show you the different strategies that you can use in-game to make it happen. Now, this, if you've been playing Pokemon Pocket whatsoever, is the Mewtwo Gardevoir deck. Very, very, very top tier right now. Maybe a little outpaced in the meta by some of the quicker decks like Starmie and Pikachu, but still, when it hits, it friggin' hits. This deck becomes impossible to play against once you get to certain points. So there's kind of a core package. That core package is the Ralts, Kirlia, Gardevoir, 2 sets of those evolutions. It's really important, and you need a double Mewtwo X. If you don't have Mewtwo X, you can use original Mewtwo. This deck is designed to ramp Mewtwo up. And so I think perfectly valid to use normal Mewtwo if you have normal Mewtwo, but just not as powerful as Mewtwo X, not as tanky as Mewtwo X, and obviously it's not going to get the job done as much. Then there are some sort of non-negotiable item cards and trainer cards. So potions, pretty useful across the board. X speed, very useful for situations where you want to bring a Mewtwo out of play because he's quite a high recall cost, a high retreat cost. Pokeball, it draws your Ralts, which is very important, but also can draw a Mewtwo X. And then it comes down to some of the trainer cards. Now, look, I actually don't have 2 Sabrinas. So most people would suggest that you run 2 Sabrinas in this deck. I actually don't find Sabrina to be all that useful, unless we're in specific scenarios. Sabrina is very good at putting a either low retreat cost or a fully stacked energy Pokemon out of play, as long as the opponent has a bench that has got high retreat cost Pokemon in play. Because if they have either an X speed or a low retreat cost Pokemon in play, it's basically a wasted card, because all they're going to do is they are going to drop their Pokemon out and then bring it back in the next turn for practically free. Sabrina also means that you will not be able to damage the Pokemon. The other thing that can be good for is if your enemy has got like a Pokemon that can get one-shot by Mewtwo, but they're currently fielding a Pokemon that can't be one-shot by Mewtwo, you can do it before you do your attack and sometimes get that extra point to win. Niche use cases can be useful. I like Red Card, especially when you've got an opponent that has used like a couple of Professor's Researches or Pokeballs in the early game. It just resets their entire hand. You have no idea whether it's going to be a good reset or a bad reset, but frankly, I just like resetting the opponent's hand if they draw a lot. Especially if they've then used their draw for the rest of the game. Professor's Research, pretty much a non-negotiable trainer card in every single deck. There is nothing else in the game that does this. 2 cards for free. It's amazing. You always use it. And then Giovanni. I actually don't rate Giovanni in this deck that highly, and I'll tell you why. Candidly, if we get the game plan that we want, then we don't need Giovanni. We're doing 150 damage every hit, and we regen that every single turn. So Giovanni's only got some very fringe use cases if you hit a side drive online. It can be good if you're stuck with Mewtwo X on Psysphere and you've got a couple of 60 HP Pokemon to take out, but frankly, again, Giovanni kind of only situationally useful. I think when more trainer cards release, you know, there's options to do it, but we don't really want to put any more Pokemon in our deck because we don't want to draw Pokemon that don't contribute to the Mewtwo plan. So really, all this entire deck is built around doing the Mewtwo plan. What I would suggest is maybe you could drop a Giovanni for another red card, or you can maybe look at some of the other utility cards like Spyglass. That can sometimes be useful in conjunction with red card if you want to like drop a Giovanni and put in a Spyglass. But like, you know, ultimately, this is kind of as close to the basic list as you're going to get. And yeah, frankly, there isn't much negotiation, especially on the Pokemon side. You need these Pokemon in to make the deck work. And speaking of, you might be wondering, well, that's great, but how do I bloody get these Pokemon? And that is what we're going to look at now. Okay, so I don't know if you know this, but when you have a pack, you can actually look at the offering rates of a pack. And most of, as you probably guessed, most of the cards that you need for this deck come from the Mewtwo Ex Deck. What is interesting, though, is the only card that you don't get from the Mewtwo deck, and you instead get from other decks, including the Charizard deck, is Sabrina, which I find really odd, by the way. The fact that Sabrina is, I'm going to try and find it just so I can show you. The fact that Sabrina is a psychic type gym leader, but is offered in the Charizard pack, kind of weird. You would have really thought that it would have come in the Mewtwo pack, but I would always recommend that you focus on the Mewtwo deck to begin with, or the Mewtwo pack to begin with, because it gets you the majority of the stuff that you need. And it's just the Charizard pack you then go and open to get a couple of Sabrinas. I actually don't have Sabrinas. The one problem, I mean, this is the one problem with the Mewtwo deck, is you kind of only have one path to victory, and if you don't draw the one path to victory, you are goober-booned. It's so powerful when you get Mewtwo on the board at the start, Rolts on the board at the start, but you really only have one Pokemon that can win you the game, which is Mewtwo. And the other Pokemon, even Gardevoir, she doesn't do that much damage. She's a supporting Pokemon. She's not designed to do damage. Right, here we go. So we've got Mewtwo opening up. We've got Curlier. Would love Rolts. If I draw another Mewtwo, I'm going to show you the other path. And this could be a Charizard X deck? I haven't done Charizard. Never played Charizard. Professor's Research. Okay, so we get Professor's Research. Let's see what we draw. Curlier, Pokeball. Let's see what Pokeball gets us. Rolls. Okay. This is a good start to show you kind of where we can go from here. This is actually okay. I couldn't evolve that turn anyway. I can evolve the next turn. Ember. Does a lot of damage, actually. Charmander. Let's see what he drops. He's got a Ponyta. Professor's Research. Boom. This is where red card would be super useful. Pokeball. I'm actually considering red card. If I can get a red card, I might just do it straight away. The only thing is that he hasn't placed... If he doesn't place a Charmeleon, places another Charmander. If he doesn't place a Charmeleon, there's a good chance that if I red card him, he draws a Charmeleon. So, yeah. Okay, we're good. We're in a goal. This is possibly the best possible position we could be in. I'm honest with you. I don't really want a Sabrina or anything right now. Has he got a Charmeleon anywhere? He's probably got a Charizard in hand. It depends if it's... So there's the Charmeleon. He's going to need to X speed and retreat in like momentarily. Whether he does that now, I don't know. Okay, so he's got a Rapidash. So just about whether he's got a Charizard in hand. But so what are the retreat costs? The retreat cost of everything else is 1. Fine. If I had a Giovanni, I would have used it on tried to one-shot the Charmander. Charizard could come down here. Draw cards. Damn, he's getting all his card draw. If he plays Charizard, I will maybe one-shot it. Charmeleon. Okay. Charizard, let's have a look. Crimson Storm. Okay. So. We are going to have to do something real. This is going to be tough because he can just Crimson Storm me and I just straight up die. The only problem is he can't, unless he's got 2x speed in hand, he can't retreat. So... but I don't want to kill his Charmeleon, because then he'll just place Charizard in, and Charizard will one-shot me. So I need to wait for an opportunity to put in something like a Rolts. How do I set this up now so that I can beat him? Unless he double X speeds me here, and then I'm screwed. Either way. Because all of my energy is on Mewtwo. I mean, Okay, he's put 4 energy on Charizard. He's waiting for me to kill Charmeleon. Okay, here we go. That's what I wanted to see. Curlier does 30. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that. And then next turn, I'm going to do something real stupid. All right? I'm not going to do anything right now. I am going to put a Psy Shadow on my Mewtwo. Right. He's going to, unless he gets an X speed, he's going to get an. I'm assuming he's going to get. Yeah, he's going to have an X speed. He must have just drawn it. Okay, no, right. Okay, here we go. Here's the play. Do this. Then what we're going to do is this. Then what we're going to do is retreat. Then what we're going to do is finally Giovanni actually being useful. Giovanni. And we're going to do smack. He's gone. Right. Who is he playing now? How do I kill the Charizard, though? This is going to be the problem. How do I kill the Charizard? Okay, so he's going to Ponyta me. I assume he's going to place... Okay, there's Vulpix. Is he going to start hitting me with Ponyta? Or is he just going to keep loading up the Charizard? No, he is going to hit me with Ponyta. Or Rapidash, rather. Oh, this is a game of like cat and mouse. Oh, baby, we got another Gardevoir. Okay, so here we go. Gardevoir. Psy Shadow. Psy Shadow, why not? Okay. Gonna just start chipping away at random Pokemon. He can't kill me. Is he just gonna drop the Charizard in now? Oh, sugar, I should have put that on my Gardevoir. I fucked up. Or did I? Yeah, I might have actually screwed up here, guys. Because if I put it on my own Gardevoir, I could have got her to attack next turn, and then maybe I could have one-shot the Charizard. Ah, I should have put it on the Gardevoir. I'm an idiot. If I put it on my other Gardevoir, he kills this Gardevoir. I was thinking about retreating this Gardevoir. Okay, so okay, this is interesting. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to potion this, because let's have a look at what he's got. He's got Tail Whip, can't do anything. Combustion. There's no point not potioning right now. And I'm going to Psy Shadow. Why not? And then Psy Shadow. Why not? Okay. Then I'm going to Psy Shadow. So I'm going to get rid of... He doesn't want to play Charizard. It's a bit of a game of chicken right now. So it depends what he plays at this point. I'm now going to then go and play another Gardevoir. Yeah, he plays Charizard here. He one-shots my Gardevoir. I play another Gardevoir. And then I hit his Charizard for 60 damage. Takes him to 120. He'd have to double potion. Is he? Oh, sugar. He could Giovanni me and slash me. Crimson Storm. Okay, so now he's down to 3. He can Crimson Storm me next turn. That's fine. I don't mind that. I don't mind that.
Oh my gosh. I could have... Do you know what? I can win. I can win. I can win. Let me... X speed. Idiot, Kiernan. Idiot. Win. Do this. And then we Sabrina. Sabrina. Okay, I misplayed. I really misplayed, but I won in the end. Oh wait, did I win? Wait a second. No, I just threw. Oh wait, no, I didn't. I thought I read the top and I thought I had 1 point. I was like, no, I thought I definitely had 2 points. Oh, that was a good game. That was a really good game. Sometimes just shows you've got to really sort of be super mindful about the opponent. But that was, again, another kind of interesting way to victory where we obviously were using gardevoirs. Great game. I'm gonna thank him because that was a really good game. Okay. I want to show you the double Mewtwo if we can get it. I really want to show you the double Mewtwo if we can get it. Oh, what a good game that was. That was so much fun. Okay. So we've actually got Ralts. Oh, Mankey. Interesting. Okay. You can't put anything on Mankey. Also, oh, he's red carding me. Actually, that kind of helped. I had an absolutely garbage hand. Yeah, that's fine. I had a really bad hand, so I'm actually quite happy with that. Okay. X speed. Okay, so what we're going to do here is I'm not even going to bother attacking Mankey. I'm just going to use my Ralts as a meat shield, and then I'll X speed the Curlier back and put Mewtwo in play. Kabuto. Interesting, so we've got an Aerodactyl deck. Okay, so I actually can one-shot him. No, I can't one-shot him. That's fine. So we're going to level up. Don't need to... Unless he double Giovanni's me, I don't need to do anything here. There is a world where he double Giovanni's me. But I'm going to leave it for the time being. I'm going to hope he doesn't have Giovanni in hand. He could Giovanni here. Double Giovanni and take out my Curlier. Okay, Primeape. Interesting. Oof. Was not expecting that. Right, so what's... I mean, I can Giovanni one-shot him here. So that's what I'm going to do. Good that we got another Ralts. Right, so... I'm just going to Giovanni one-shot him here. And that should just kill him. Great. So he's wasted all his energy, and Primeape's gone. And next turn, I can basically just side drive anything that he puts on the field. So I'm just going to side drive Kabuto. Actually, what does Kabuto evolve into? Is it Aerodactyl? Actually, I don't even know what Kabuto evolves into. So there's Gardevoir. I'm just going to side drive him. He needs to have an active Pokemon. Otherwise, I just win. Didn't have any active Pokemon, so I just won. Okay, well that's kind of an example of the way I do it with two Mewtwo's. It's going to be difficult maybe to show you that exactly, but the way I do it with the two Mewtwo's, you just use someone to tank while you stack Mewtwo up on the bench. That's the other path to victory. Use someone to tank while you stack Mewtwo up on the bench. All right, guys. Hopefully that was exciting for you, and hopefully you kind of learned a bit about the deck, how to play it, kind of the things you want to do in certain situations.
Really, really simple deck to play, but you could see from the Charizard game, there was definitely some thoughts to have around the game. Yeah, and I'm really enjoying this. I'm going to try and do this for all of the meta decks. I'll try and do a tier list. I'll do some more guides. Hopefully you guys enjoy. I'll see you soon.